Alright, let's take a look at problem number 7. We got to find the inverse of that, so I need to change my y to an x. And then I'm also going to change the x to a y, so this is going to be 2y and squared plus 5. Alright, so I need to solve, so the first thing I need to do is move the 5 to the other side, so that's going to be x minus 5 is equal to 1 minus 2y squared. So I got to get rid of the square. How do you get rid of the square? I got to take the square root of both sides. So I'm taking the square root of that, and I'll take the square root of that. So when I do that, I'm left with the square root x minus 5 equal to 1 minus 2y. Okay, I don't need the parentheses anymore, so if we drop the parentheses, that will be fine. So let me just go ahead and erase them. Alright, so now I want to say minus 1. Now this minus 1 on this side is going to be outside the radical. The radical is like a grouping sign. So what I'm going to end up with is the square root of x minus 5 and minus 1 outside the radical, which is equal to a negative 2y. So I need to divide by negative 2. So I get the square root of x minus 5 divided by 2, negative, by the way, so that's negative 2. Don't forget my negative 1 over here. So I can divide each thing by negative 2 because I'm dividing the whole side by negative 2. So I'm going to set it up like this. And we have y, technically prime. So let me rewrite it up here. So I have y. Negative first, or inverse y, is equal to square root of x minus 5 divided by negative 2, and then negative over negative makes that positive 1/2. Okay, so now when I look at this, I can do AHK. Now this negative goes out in front. Doesn't matter if it's here, here, or out in front. That's a negative out in front. That means my a is negative 1. That means it flips over. So if you remember square root functions, square root function, parent function looks like that. So now I have flipped over. Okay, and now I shift to the right 5 spaces. So my h is equal to 5. So I'm 5 spaces to the right, and then I go up. My k goes up 1/2. Okay. So that tells me everything I need to know to get my domain. Okay, so my domain, if I am shifting to the right to 5, that means my domain has to be from 5, and then it goes out to infinity. And now let's take a look at the range. Remember, it's flipped upside down, so it looks something like this. So it's flipped upside down, and we know that starts at 5, but we had to come up 1/2 above the x-axis. So it's going to start at bottom to top with range. So negative infinity, and then we're going to go up to 1/2. And that's how you get the domain and range for that. And this is the inverse of that.